He's basically a Zulu from New Orleans.
What
and then
the
he
hell?
yo.
We interrupt our usual programming to introduce you to Nerdgasm.
But you know what? I feel like we're all okay as long as the white people don't pay. If the white people don't pay e-tolls, we're fine.
And then You Are My Friend started playing in the background.
Yeah.
You are my friend.
Whoa, we're making love to the bread and farting on it? Guys, no!
For a group of people that don't like One Piece, we have a very One Piece-esque story.
Oh my god. Wait, does that mean I'm lucky?
Yeah, you definitely.
It's the first one he meets.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Nerdgasm podcast. We are Nerdgasming. It's Friday. People are relaxed. The age filters are wearing out. We need to get those data bundles. I'm convinced now that our age restriction data bundles are recharged at church. Because at Sunday we get reminded what we are and we repent of our sins. Monday we are all professional sounding. And then the filter wears out by Friday. Then Friday I say the most nonsensical things I've ever heard in my entire life. And
Saturday's worse. Like recording on Saturdays is...
If you paid attention, every time we recorded on Saturday, we've said the most unhinged things known to man. Come Sunday.
Because our energy's at 100. That's also the problem.
Anyway, let's get the show on the road, Chief.
Introducing my awesome foursome in the polite sense, Mr. Extrodin from.
Hey everybody, what's up?
You know what? I've been mentioning these channels for months now. You all should know. I'm gonna just go through the names. Extrodin from Extrodin Everything. EE.
Incorporated.
EE Incorporated. Trademark that. Zuko, the future owner of Twitter. Fight me on that statement.
With what money, Chief? I don't think
at this rate, it's at
Only
this rate,
fans,
people will pay you to.
At this rate, it's gonna cost the same as a loaf of bread in Maguinea, Chief. At this rate,
have you seen the price of bread?
Zuko's so attractive, even niggas want him. Just open an OnlyFans page, dog. And make billions. I don't think
self-feed.
Yeah, just self-feed.
What I said, the filters, Friday.
And you also have a wife that does
statement.
You also have a wife that does pedicures, Chief. You'd make a killing.
Like, actually, now that you mention it, the OnlyFans, the first video, my wife does me, it doesn't many penny. Come watch as my wife does my feet. Kimo, done.
just
break the internet.
Just give me $1,000 when you make your money, dog. That's all I'm asking for this idea.
Just give us the money to buy a lotto ticket at least.
Instant billionaire, Chief. Ha!
Like that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and the disclaimer is still crawling past here. Shame. It's working.
I'm gonna about the Rainbow Nation, dog. They'll pay all your bills.
Legal moiling. It's like, oh my god.
And now I think Tebello, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like members of the LGBT are money, dog.
It's a perception.
It's because they don't have to deal with women, so keep your expenses down.
Enter Mokay's mom. Never trust a woman.
But if by that logic, then the lesbians should be broke. And
the lesbians are broke. Because they have to deal with
not the show
and with themselves. Yes.
While we still have
no, think about this.
Guys,
they have to deal with themselves and then another person.
Guys, there's a reason why the LGBT stands with an L, guys. They're the leaders of this table. They will exile you immediately. So
okay, when you said it starts with an L, I thought you meant something else.
Oh God! Yeah, the demons are working hard today. Anyway, introducing BuckMeister from Meister Geek Media, the only sane person left in this group.
Mahala, yo. That's my catchphrase now.
Recast
That is a
T'Challa,
sane person. That was a sane person.
That guy.
the only sane person left in this group.
If that's the sane person, then I fear for our survival.
We are doomed.
We are doomed.
Enter the fake doom that we all know from the.
Anyway,
No, it's like
Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is brought to you from West Copies. We are all in our rooms. We will
It's like
we'll be
in
lights out
Jujutsu
soon, so
it's like
we're
in
gonna
Jujutsu
get cracking on this.
It's
Kai.
like in Jujutsu Kaisen
Oh my
when that
God.
teacher was the only one that was left, dog. The one that was afraid of everything, pretending to be all brave. Like this
Yes.
nigga's the only one that's left.
okay, anyway, two channels, BuckMeister Cool, Meister Geek, BuckMeister Cool Reacts, Meister Geek Media. Check out the Recast T'Challa campaign. Please check out the Recast T'Challa campaign, webtoons, and all of that stuff. I got Black Panther vs. Kang on webtoons. I've got Black Fist on webtoons. I've got Neon Wave on webtoons. Please go read them. They're free. Mahala, yo, and yeah, that's all of my stuff basically. Yeah, let's get to it.
I've got Black Fist here.
I made the mistake of clicking the link I put on the description. This man has so many links on that thing. I've never seen like.
You're like an Instagram girl.
I'm hustling, dog. Hey, hashtag.
Like these are links and links upon
Hashtag
links
slay.
upon links. Like no wonder when I first got in touch with Buckman, I was like, Buckman, just send me all the links for your channel and stuff. Like, no, I'll just send you the link. I'll just send you the link that you can click by. Because this man, I thought Mr. Extrodin had all the connections. This man, look, he just finished.
You went to get another link.
Oh, the glasses.
No. Johnny Cage.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Punman.
Don't you dare.
Enter Punman the Barbarian.
I guess you could say we really linked up.
And you saying he's the same one? He's the same one.
Compared to lesbians are broke. Compared to kind of what did you?
I
what
didn't
did
say
you
they were broke. I just said when you have on a little side
Oh, my joke is so safe now. Thank you, Zuko. My joke is so safe now.
That's all I said.
He's the one who's married and has a wife. This may
So
well
I'm
be his
talking from
last.
experience.
This may well be his last broadcast ever because that
Okay,
woman will kill him.
Manuel Moses, please bring the teleprompter.
Okay, I think it's finally finished. The disclaimer is finally activated.
Please.
All right.
Save us.
Okay.
Thank you. Save us, Govers.
What is up every
What is
time?
this?
Our
What
intros
is
get
it?
more and more unhinged. What's gonna happen next week? I'm scared for us, guys.
Poor Ronald.
What a
I feel
chaotic
sorry for
opening.
Ronald.
What a chaotic opening. Oh my god.
Yo.
Okay. Anyway, Buffett, Ari, secret level.
Now we're gonna go into secret level. I think the
Marcel,
reason-
but can I start? Can I please start? Secret level, episode 9.
Yeah, before you start, I just want to say this episode is most probably going to be very short because the things we're going to have to say about these 2 episodes, but it's about strong.
Patron.
Right.
4 hours later.
You have to, I said I've jinxed us. It's over 12 hours long.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I don't have that much to say. Honestly.
That being said,
I could literally summarize. I could literally say my whole thing in like 5 minutes for both episodes.
okay.
Episode
so,
9.
Episode 9, basically known what is its official name? Let me check its name here.
What game is this though? What game is this based on?
It's something I will never play.
Yeah, because what the hell?
Maybe it's called simsalot.com.
Yo, dog, this is like
I want to say
super
that.
duper extra
Yeah.
level of simping. This is like, yo.
No, dog, you're not dealing with the average simp anymore.
That is a mega simp.
The Outer Worlds, the
9,000.
company we keep.
The company we keep, yeah.
Yeah, the Outer Worlds, the company we keep.
Flesh of my
I
flesh,
think
blood
I
of my
have this
blood.
game actually, or I have something like I think my brother bought, like he was just buying like a bunch of.
Okay,
cheap
so what
games.
happens in this game?
I haven't played it yet, but it looks like it's supposed to be like a Fallout knockoff or something like that. I've seen some gameplay of it. I haven't played it myself yet. Maybe maybe it's called the Fallen. It's called the Outer World something. So I think maybe it's based on this. But I'll have to see. I know I have it on PlayStation 4 lying around my house somewhere because my brother just bought a bunch of random games. But it looks like it's supposed to be a Fallout thing. But anyway, getting into this episode, Zuko, please, Firelord, take it away.
Because everybody else is about to bring the fire. You better start us
I'm gonna say this as calmly as I can because apparently I'm now the mad ranter.
I don't know. This is an anger management session.
But this is pure garbage. To say it in French, this is pure garbage. You have this wholly honest person who then suddenly becomes dishonest for someone who does not love them.
He's stupidly honest. He's stupid.
Yeah, he's stupid. He's a bloody fool. He's a bloody moron. And then he's basically a Zulu from New Orleans. And then
yo. Today it's like I want to make peace. I come in peace.
No,
I just want to talk.
Okay. I'm serious.
Zuko is Nigerian Shao Kahn. I don't want peace. I want problems.
Okay, so first of all, he's stupidly honest. Which unfortunately makes him a good person. And then the time he needs to be a good person, because he's always not really a good person, but it makes him endearing. And then the one time when people's lives are in danger, he puts a girl's dream who does not care for him, who belittles him, who treats him like garbage.
Who is secretly two-faced, by the way. Good God.
And then
Harvey Dent would say, get a therapist.
Yeah, and then who at the end we realized was actually just playing him. Like,
and still
guys, I know, like, as a person who has gone through Umjolo, and you see the red flags, and then jiggy you become a bull because you keep running at the red flags instead of running away from them. But
red flags. This is red capes.
This man lost limbs. This man has lost limbs. His stomach doesn't work properly. He's got
basically a cyborg now.
He's basically dude. The only thing
he's not even a cool cyborg. He's a limping ass cyborg, bro.
Yeah, and also these guys so basically let's just get a quick overview of the episode. So we meet this guy. I'll call him Idiot because I think
his name is Amos.
Yeah, we meet Amos, and he's a garbage collector. And then we see that he's generally a nice human being. He's pleasant. He's always upbeat. He's got a great outlook on life and everything. He doesn't mind that he's picking up garbage. It's a job, and he's happy, whatever. And then he sees this poster, and then he can't read. And then he asks someone to read it for him because it looks like the poster. Well, we find out later the reason he wanted someone to read it is because it looked like a poster that his friend, where she found a job at. So he reads a poster. It's for Auntie whoever. What's her name again? The company? Auntie Caroline?
Yes, Auntie Flora.
Auntie Flora. Let's call it Auntie Caroline because
it's Auntie Clementine, I think.
Clementine, yeah. So he sees this poster, so he asks someone to read it for him. Then it turns out it's volunteered to be a test subject, and then this guy warns him about it, and then he reads it, and then he sees
human testing.
He knows letters, so he sees a letter. He sees the letter F, and he's like, "What is this?" And then it's like it's Felicity Spanbali. It turns out it's his childhood friend. So now he wants to see her because he's in love with her and he wants to be with her. So he goes to the Auntie Clementine post to apply, and then it turns out you actually have to pay to be a test subject, which is also crazy because you're supposed to get paid.
No. What happened is that okay? I mean, first off and foremost, shout out to all the. I know we are at war right now, but Black Americans, you were channeling the African spirit in this short, so thank you. Because every black person in this thing was saying, "Chief, What do you want? Like even the bro who's posting up the posters, he's like, dog.
Bro,
This is human testing. What are you
can't
talking?
read. Even like you
Yeah.
can't read. It's like they're going to poke you with things, and then he goes to the lady at the front, and she's just like, first off, she tries to do it on a solid, and she's just like, yeah, just say it fell down so that you can have this thing for free. No, I'm going to go back to work.
Oh, that's why you. Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot
So
about
that's
that.
why, like I'm saying, first off and foremost, they gave him an opportunity. They gave him an opening to just do the job because they know nobody's going to do this anyway. So just do it for free. And on top of that, okay, fine, you want to work it off and be honest. Ask more questions. Ask for some help. Like you ask this guy to translate the poster. Ask for more information. You know that you're lacking information. Even it's not even like I understand reading is important. Reading is fundamental, guys. Obvious.
As I'm
But
Is this BuckMeister's part of the story, the rent now? Have we moved on to BuckMeister?
I guess
So he was
He's just explaining what Zuko.
Yeah.
I missed
No,
the part. So
I have more things to say. Trust me.
Okay,
But anyway,
let me just put up my feet. I'm recovering from a cold. I don't have much.
Do you have popcorn there?
yeah.
let me
Okay,
just-
so yes.
anyway,
So
but yeah,
that's
go ahead, Zuko.
more of his honesty. He ripped the poster off, and then they say if you rip it, you have to pay for it. And then the lady says like, just say it fell off and you picked it up, and he's like, no, I ripped it. I'll pay for it. Dude, you broke. Why are you already going to do
You're
a
too broke to
dangerous
do this,
job?
honest.
No, and also you're doing dangerous jobs that you can die at any time. Where's your self-preservation? If they're giving you this for free, take it.
Like you're
And
surviving
also,
from plot armor alone.
I think then they start losing the plot with his honesty, because so he finally gets to the testing station, and they start testing him with something.
Yeah, I've got chocolate.
And then
Hold
the
on.
first thing they test him, everyone else is crying and is like, it doesn't work. And then he says like, it kind of
Yeah,
works.
nah.
His hand is literally peeled
It's
off.
missing.
No,
His
it was
finger is
peeled
off.
off.
And
Like
his
his
finger's gone. His thumb,
Yeah.
I think, was gone.
No, I'm saying Nuna he had the audacity to try and shy a thumbs up. You don't have a thumb anymore.
Exactly.
Well, that's
So
you know what?
that's not honest. If you're honest, you will say, no, this doesn't work. This hurt and it burned my thing. So I think they lost the plot with his honesty thing, because they were trying to do his good, upbeat, positive outlook, but then good look, positive outlook doesn't
So
mean
like
that
yeah, because
you.
also like what they're trying to do is they're trying to do like a character not a character regression. Maybe tongue.
More like he's
where
willing
a
to do
character
whatever it
starts. I'm saying
takes.
when a character starts up here and it like they get worse as the story
That is a
goes on.
character
So
regression.
okay, let's say, but I'm saying it's like okay, I guess it's the opposite of progression, so it's fine, it works.
Yeah,
But
but I just
basically, what
wanted
they
to say
yeah.
that
Go ahead.
he's basically doing whatever it takes so that he can see his childhood friend. That's why he's
Yeah,
lying.
but he's honest. So that's what I'm saying. He's honest. So we start seeing his honesty go away.
And it's contradictory because I mean that's the thing. First off, it's a short. If you're trying to do such an ambitious character arc, you need more time. If you were trying to show us
100%.
that he's going to start lying or whatever, you like if they were trying to present this honest dude, him taking the money when they offered it him for free off of the poster, that would have been a nice progression to see that he's not honest all the time. And it would have made sense because he's not honest to a fault. He's not honest for the sake of being stupid. Because now he knows that okay, sometimes I might have to bend the rules in Yana to get what I want. Would have made
And also,
perfect
Tim,
sense.
I
to
think
your
there's no
point,
sense of
if you wanted to see this girl, then he would have lied and said like, yes, this poster fell off because the goal is to see the girl. But now at the testing center, if he's getting his fingers are falling off and he's saying it's fine, so that he can go see the girl, it doesn't gel. That would have been a good start to say that.
But
I just wanted to
No.
add
Let me
that-
finish. That would have been a good point to say that he's an honest guy, but he is lying. But he loves this girl so much that he's lying for her so that he could get to her. That would have been a good. But for him to be now at the testing station and only now starts lying then, and also he basically waited an extra month to not see this person that he's been dying to see. So that's the thing where I say his character, they start losing it.
I think also
So-
they don't have a sense of urgency in the short. Like if let's say for instance this guy knew that he's about to die, maybe he has cancer or whatever. It would have made sense for his decision first of all, and also how he's just regressing, like you guys were saying. But there's no sense of urgency. Like there's no need for him to be going through all these things.
That's what I'm saying. First off and foremost, Munna, there's nobody on that planet. No one. No one. This girl has been missing for years. You've been working with people for how long? You didn't meet one new person. One. Just one. One woman maybe also who likes traveling the dirt in Yana, maybe like, because you're saying hi to everybody, right? There's no way, statistically speaking, there's no way. Like, Joburg is one of the meanest cities on planet Earth. I can tell you that now. There's no way I say hello to everybody on the street, not one person says hello back. Not one. I can find one.
What nut is so important? What nut on planet Earth is so important that you're willing to do all these things for this girl?
By the time it's over, does he even have the nut to nut with?
No, gone.
It's November.
Gone now.
By the time he sees the girl, it's November. It's no nut November, though.
No, it's no nut
for life.
Forget.
It's no nut for life. No, not life.
You picking a month, it's gone for good. And the other thing that really annoys me is that when they get to this testing facility, everybody there you can see they're there because they have no choice. This bra had a choice.
Like choices.
Yeah, like I
he was not kidnapped.
No,
he was not human trafficked.
Not anything, bruh.
He went there willingly, bruh.
Bruh, and then also he tries to be a star test subject. You want to get an A+. You
want to be Naruto. There's no Hokage here.
No, forget Naruto, dog. You want to be an A+. No, this is like if you want to be an A+ student for Orochimaru or something like that, or you want to be an A+ test subject. Yeah, I'll go next. I'll lose my arm. Bruh, what are you doing? For what? And then his friend. Okay, first off and foremost, she been manipulative from the start. Pay attention. The moment that they meet, what does she do? She pulls him out. Sharp, great. Then she starts testing things on him. She was basically doing what she was doing on a smaller scale with this bra, and he was so. And Buffett, it's fine to fall in love with a woman. It's okay. But don't go against your
Moke's mom would say otherwise.
Jesus.
So basically,
he is
her Harley Quinn, basically. He is her Harley Quinn.
Yes.
She's the Joker.
Yes. Correct.
No, at least Joker is more honest. Joker will throw her out the window and be like, yeah, no, I don't need you. And then, okay, Harley Quinn will eventually come to her senses and buy, or she'll at least point a gun or something. This bra happily is letting this woman just throw acid on his hand and bath salts and all of these things. And I'm like, guys, it's fine to fall in love with a woman. We've all been there. We've all been stupid. But don't be... Okay.
Except for Tebello.
Okay.
Except for Tebello.
So,
you misogynistic, sexist.
he was picking out the hits.
Oh my god!
But have you not been stupid? Have you not been stupid before?
For days, I like with that. For days.
Yeah, okay. Hey, everybody's been stupid.
You know when you even laugh when you think about it, you're just like, that was really me. I really did that. Was my chest out? Was my chest out?
Like there's things that I've done for women.
I think the video is up with Extrodin. I mean, last week I was confessing how I had a crush on Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. For a lover.
You
suck. You look like a yeah, that's exactly what I said. You look like a testicle. Like, what the hell is going on with my hormones?
Anyway, my point being,
it's because you wanted him to wrestle you.
You wanted him to. No.
Oh my God! This episode is so unhinged.
Zooks, bro. No, Zooks. He knew that he could hit them angles. If you get what I'm saying.
Hey, dog. You wanted that suplex, man. You wanted that suplex.
Sharp. Okay, hold on.
You know what Tebello was thinking? Like, I know Kurt Angle can make me tap out. Make me tap out.
Ankle twister. Oh my god. Okay.
It's
Anyway.
like a lock, but anyway.
Okay.
Okay,
Anyway.
let me just finish
Back to
off
what I'm
the.
saying. Okay.
So what
Go
happens
ahead.
when
Go
it's
ahead.
Yeah.
when it's the
So
the
he
big
gets
show
tested
and
and
Brock Lesnar? He brings the
Kai.
pain.
Kai.
I'm just asking.
Kai. Let us move on. Let
I'm
us
just
move on.
asking.
so as he's getting tested, we start seeing that he's losing limbs,
Yes.
and then he finally meets Felicity.
And here's red flag number 1. She doesn't react to him losing limbs. She's not like, what happened to you? She's just like,
She's
hey.
Hey,
nonchalant.
what
Like,
up? So
like
she's not.
Read
So
the
basically, this already shows you how heartless and cold she is. Because how do you see your friend after years and they're basically metal now, and you don't say like, "What the hell,
what
bro?"
happened to
what did
you?
I do to you?
You just saying like, "Oh, hey, it's you." Like, you just
It's good to see you.
it's
What the
good.
hell?
They
I'm
were in the
missing
neighborhood,
limbs, woman. Jesus.
I did
and
that for
then
you.
while they're talking, she literally exposes her. You know the bad guy in blonde, not blonde, but who? Sekgowa.
Yeah, that's
Let
a
me
bundle.
recharge my bundles, guys, quickly. So in James Bond, the bad guy goes like, "Yes, Mr. Bond, I am going to bomb this
The
place so
evil
that I
monologue.
can
Yeah.
steal this and yada yada yada." And then Bond now knows the plan. This is basically this girl says. She's like, "I've got a plan. I'm gonna skip the testing phase so that I'll maim as many people as possible, and they'll be the test subjects."
No, wait, Zuko, before
How
you.
is that not a red flag? How is
No,
that not?
but no, Zuko, just before you get there, remember when he's like, you've been doing great, you've been helping people. It's like, yeah, but I want to do more. I can help more people. And then she goes into her super villain rant. And you're just like,
And
there's such a disconnect here. Like,
How
that's,
are you helping
first
people
off,
with that?
before the character writing, before we just get into the character one, I just want to say that that's an annoying thing that writers do in Hollywood, sometimes in manga or whatever. It's just an annoying thing where you're not keeping your character consistent line to line. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
What do you mean you want to help people and then 5 seconds later
by burning them alive.
you walk across the screen? By the way, here you're in the light side. By the way, we're balancing the light and we're bringing light to people. You walk across the screen and now you're a Sith Lord. Everyone must die. We will maim. And how? What happened?
The
and also
stakeholders.
that's the thing. If she had said, um, we need a way to make more products come out so that we can get more of these things out, and not mention how people, that her rant would have made more sense, and that like then I don't need to test on people. That would have made more sense. But she said she wants to help people. You cannot be killing people and saying you want to help. That does not make sense. Not even serial killers don't even have that insane logic. And
Yeah,
they
they consistent. I want to kill people. That's it.
and serial killers literally be like, some serial killers will dress you up in a certain way to relive something, but then because it's not that certain thing, then they'll kill you. That's the reason they kill you, because let's say their fantasy is a girl in grade 10 who dumped them, and then they try to find every girl who looks like that and try to make it like that, and because it's not like that, then they kill you. That's the reason they kill you. But you see, it's flawed logic, but it's logical. But this one did not make logic. You can't say you want
No,
to save
this is why I'm
people
saying,
and
like, I
kill
thought she
people.
was Two-Face, but even Two-Face is more logical than this. Two-Face at least
Yeah,
flips a coin or whatever. This is two different women in the same scene, and
yeah.
nobody has a
And
right to
there's
stand.
no time skip in between. You see,
And
if she
nobody.
had
Never mind the
walked
time
past
skip.
the screen,
This is a writing problem. Like if she had said, if she was focused on the science of it, she's like, I want to experiment, I want to do
yeah,
these experiments, but I can't because these test subjects are in the way, and I'm not getting the results I want. You
right.
see, then she's focused on the science. She's not focused on helping people. She just wants to see if her science works. So that would have made more sense if they just said,
How
She would have,
I want to do my
guys?
experiments, but I can't do
Okay.
my
she would have
experiments
been like,
because of
she
the
would have been like Mayuri in Bleach, basically, if
yeah.
she had spoken like that. Yeah.
Yes.
I just want the commenters, whoever will comment can comment. I know either King Sean or someone is going to say something, but when she looked like that big mama person, like at the end, didn't she remind you of that villain lady from Futurama?
She reminded me of Sophie Kanekemang, the girl from Game of Thrones. What's her name? I know the grandma you're talking about, by the way, from Futurama.
Oh, that's grandma. There you go. Doesn't
But
she look
I'm
got the
talking
little
about
red?
Sophie Turner.
No,
Can't
what she
do that.
reminded me of, is a British person in the 1870s or something. Where I was like, of course she's evil. Once you dress like
Nah,
that,
you
it's
know what?
obligatory that you have to be evil.
She
Because
reminded me of
you've just finished oppressing a bunch of Africans and taking their gold, and now you're going back to the aristocracy to show off the new coat you picked up in Kenya or whatever.
And your fake ass that's on your dress to show like you're a Xhosa Sarah Bartman type.
Aye, today. Really, I
No,
don't know
but
what
that's
happened.
no, but
We are
that's
just choosing. We are
no,
just
but that's
selecting war.
no, but that's fair.
Yeah.
That's facts, though.
So yeah, so that happens, and then and then you also the problem also he has a realization like, wait a minute, this is not the Felicity that I remember.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what
then she
happened
flips
to you?
again, and then she flips again. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, so Ibile, he's also everybody in this freaking thing. First off and foremost, everybody in this freaking thing is flipping. Like, this is the problem with this short, is that the writing is just, it's bad because these characters are not consistent scene to scene. So
Never mind
he has
in the scene. Never mind scene to scene. They're not consistent in a scene.
yeah, like for example, he has a realization she's doing evil or whatever, so he records or something, and he's like, "I'm going to expose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5." Then he goes to that lady who picked him up in the testing. When you see this lady initially, she doesn't look like she cares for any of the subjects.
Yeah.
Now when he's there, he's like, "Oh, you were my favorite subject. You did everything you can." Why are you talking like this? You never gave a damn about any of these bras.
Yeah,
Like usually you
exactly.
just be like, "We shutting this shit down. Get out of my face." She wouldn't care about who's exposing because she doesn't have a job anymore. They closed the thing down.
Yeah.
And then also, now he's like, what if we were gonna be hurting people? You are a person and they took your limbs. You think they give a damn?
Like, you think because it was a control thing that it wasn't hurting people? You are hurt. You are the hurt people.
Weren't you
dumb
hearing
motherfucker.
people squeal in front of you? When you
people
see
die
people in agony,
When people
Niggas
literally dying in front of you.
Oh,
Niggas
by the way,
drown in front of
when
you,
he
bro.
finds Felicity, he accidentally lets out the dragon that was biting, whatever it was. Some animal was biting. Also, why are you testing an animal biting you? What the hell does that tell?
after losing
What
your other
science is
arm,
that?
by the way.
What science is that? I don't care. There's no science that needs an animal to bite. Hakuna science anymore.
Bona.
And then
So anyway,
Felicity in a stroke
yeah.
of genius, she flips again. Like she's 3 different women in this short. What is the writing here? Because
No.
now she's all, tell me, Amos, are we the bad guys? Yes.
And
That's what he
also,
said, though.
if you
He's
go
like,
into
yeah,
the office,
like-
why is she there?
It's one of the few things that pissed me off over this entire episode. Okay, there are many things that pissed me off, but the thing that pissed me off the most, which I know they're trying to communicate, that this man also lost a part of himself. The honesty part of
Yeah,
himself.
he lost
literally-
shit because he's still stupid
literally
as fuck. He should have lost his stupidity.
He literally died. But that, like, if there's ever a moment where where they needed an honest person, it would have been right there. And they're like, "Girl, we've been the bad guys. So either you own up to being the evil person that you are, come to terms with it, and go destroy the world, or make a difference and start make new choices now. But don't
it
delude
would have
yourself."
made sense if she had multiple personality disorder.
True. But if there's one thing I need to
Hmm.
quit, because I can see we are all ranting and I haven't spoken much about this. One thing, you guys, if I could sum up this boy, is he is stupidly honest and honestly stupid.
Yeah. It's if
Perfect definition.
Naruto was dumber than he normally is.
No.
Tried to chase Sasuke, saw Sasuke getting so Orochimaru getting Sasuke's body or whatever what was happening, accepting it, allowing it to happen, not stopping anything, and then joining
and then
walking away instead of stopping him because he had the power to stop.
Walking away is better.
Orochimaru.
He's part of the thing now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He actively joins.
And
And he
also,
doesn't
he
even
doesn't
join
get
as a
paid
top
for
level.
it.
He doesn't even join as a top level member.
Yeah. Then records
Sasuke.
Sasuke to expose him.
He's one of the soundmen.
This is why and it annoys me to death. This ongoing perception that nice guys finish last or nice guys don't get the chicks and nice guys like this. It's not the niceness that's the problem. It's the stupidity.
It's the oblivion.
It's the stupidity. He is an idiot.
Nice.
He is not a.
Take that nice label off that shit. That's not
Thank
nice.
you.
That's just dumb.
Yes,
He's not
an
nice.
idiot.
He's stupid.
He is an idiot.
I've been a nice guy. I've been nice. I'm not detrimental to myself because human self-preservation would kick in.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, where is your arm is melting off, sweetie? Where's your will to live? Where's your will to protect what makes you you?
But I'm still trying to understand the messaging of this. The message of this.
There's the messaging is so muddled.
Love is blind.
No, it's not.
No, not love is blind. Not even love is stupid. Like, I don't even know what the message is.
Here's the problem. He realizes that there's something wrong with her. Yes. He realizes that there's something wrong with her. Like, that's a big part of this short, is that he realizes this is not the person I remember, right? And then he takes it so far that he wants to expose that she is deceiving people and that he wants to get her kicked off the thing or whatever the hell, right? Then his brain breaks, or they rewrite his programming, or a cog fell off somewhere, somehow, or something, and then he decides, no, you should just go and be what you need to be. A mass murderer that keeps human testing alive? Are you kidding me? Like, and then you didn't even get the girl, by the way. You didn't even get the girl. You didn't get anything that you wanted. You just end up as a sweep in the front, and you just say, no, I love Aunt Clementine or whatever the hell. What's wrong with you, bro?
Exactly. If at least you had gotten an apartment, stipend there to keep your secret, or got the girl, even if she was deceiving you, if she was just keeping you just to keep your secret away.
Keep your head in his house or something.
I know you got a robot arm, but grab something.
Maybe could have been a head in a giant, a bigger laboratory or something. Like, you could have been a personal butler or something.
He could have at least gotten his nut, dog. At least.
What nut? Hana nut. He doesn't even have stomach.
It's gone. It's a recording machine now.
I don't even think he even had a libido from the looks of things. My God, he is so oblivious.
No, he obviously had a libido because he chased this woman halfway across the world and he refused to meet any other woman. Good God. No, this guy makes Mokay look like a genius. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? That's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is Mokay's mom. Mom should have just, as the thing faded to black, we should have just seen Mokay's mom just appear. Listen carefully.
This is not the woman's
fault.
Never
just a woman.
This is not the woman's fault.
This is not the woman's fault. I'm sorry.
But also, he's making it seem like this woman is Kim Kardashian or something. Man, she's just a normal-looking chick. You can do better.
And that's
not even that. Fine, do better or not do better. That's fine. Meet someone else. Like, you can't, like, 4 years. You're a whole grown-ass man. 4 years, this woman was gone. There was nobody at the bar that said hello. There was no one that was shoveling things or
also, like, mentally speaking, like, dog, you can't read. You're a garbage collector. You're chasing a girl that's into science. Let's say, for some reason, she allows you guys to date. How do you think this relationship was gonna go, bro?
No, look.
What were you guys gonna talk about? Because you can't read. You're not even interested in science.
No, here's the thing, dog. There's like My Fair Lady. Things can happen like that, or whatever, where there's a glow up, or whatever the case is, or whatever the fuck. Forget that. One, the first time she sees you missing limbs, she doesn't say anything.
What happened?
She doesn't say what happened. She, like, that is flag number one, that this was a mistake. Also, I'm just saying, reading off me reading, there's different forms of intelligence. We know this in the world. It's not everything is book smart. People can
I wanted to get there, yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, this bruh didn't meet anybody else where he was at. He's talking to all those people doing all of those jobs. There's not one woman there.
Yeah, and
that
that's
even
a,
said, "Hey, Amos, you wanna go out sometime?" Like, cause look, there's guys who are chipper like that, and I'm sorry, when you're a chipper person, you do attract people. It's a thing, power
yes.
It's
of
called good
positivity.
energy.
Yeah,
It's called good
people
energy.
people will sense that. I'm sorry, all of you guys who want to be bitter and sad in the world. It doesn't work. But
Sasuke.
Look,
perfect example.
I'm just trying to put it this way. I don't see it working given the personalities of these two characters.
Yeah, yeah, it's her personality that's the
That's
problem.
fine.
They're
It's her
completely
person.
We're not
different.
debating that. We're saying that's fine. We saying there's
My guy.
no. But remember, also in movies, people are always singularly obsessed.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
because in reality, no one's that obsessed over one person.
You know
Like
what? You know what he needed.
you'll have that one person who like if she comes back, you dropping all your hoes and going for her. But in the meantime, you still got hoes. You
Yeah.
No,
know.
he needed.
So I think that's Buck's point. Like, yes, if she comes back and she says, "Oh, Zuko, I made a mistake. You're the love of my life." I'm like, "Hey,
Just
but it's all you
Yeah.
know,
drive off into the
do
horizon.
that." But
No,
he's saying like, this is a grown ass man who all this time this woman was gone. Um,
never once
one
wrote.
he
He
didn't put
never once
any
wrote
effort.
a letter or sent a video call
And
or
also, he
I'll write
never
to you,
put
my.
any effort into. He didn't get anyone, and even by mistake, guys. You know, you're just chilling, and then someone comes and like, come on, there's some desperate people. Do you want to tell me there was no one desperate woman who just came and just like, hey, Joe,
I
I'm
No,
lonely
especially
tonight.
especially especially on a planet where everybody is sour. This bra is
Hmm.
happy and chipper. You don't think there's one person who saw that and was just like, I could get with that. Not one. Ah, yeah,
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 or
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
ish,
yeah,
I
yeah.
just need some positivity in my
No,
life.
this is that writing of She-Hulk where everybody was like, everybody's interested in She-Hulk. They're not gonna date a regular looking woman like Tatia Maslany. That time she looks like a freaking
Like
model.
she's a
Shut
flipping
up.
12.
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Shut up. Get out of my face with that nonsense.
And then also, you know, your girl is a scientist. You didn't even try to learn how to read something so you could,
That's
you
my
didn't
point, though.
you didn't improve yourself in any way to just at least
No, but also I'm saying the thing is, like, we're talking about this guy improving himself. Bruh, she been showing you from jump that like this was not like fact is when she left, ne, and she didn't
oh
and
yes,
basically she didn't even say anything. She's just like, hey, I got the job, I'm going, bye.
bye.
She didn't say I'm gonna miss you, Amos, or thank you for
nothing,
helping me develop my science. Thank you for believing in me. Nobody else believed in me in
nothing,
this planet. You were the only one that believed in my science. I'll write to you. You were my best friend.
nothing. I'll send
You
you
know
some
what,
Nation.
James? This
zakanyana.
is this is going back to the Naruto analogy. This is like Naruto falling in love with Sasuke just because Sasuke decided to share his meal with him during the bell test. Because
No.
she saved him, right, when they first met.
Okay, sharp. Yeah. Okay, sharp.
And he's been hooked ever since.
Hmm?
And I'm saying, but that's fine. But your instincts would kick like you're human. Like this guy's supposed to be a human, and your humanness would kick in to say that there's something off here. We've all had women that we chased, and we were chasing them to the end of the earth. But there's something in your brain that goes, Chief, it's not gonna
It's
work
enough.
out, and you
Yeah.
turn around. Like, especially dudes with common sense. Otherwise, you become a serial killer. But there's something in there
Like
that makes
I'm
you turn
telling,
around.
like I'm telling you, if there's any one person who desperately needed the Madara wake up to reality speech,
Is
it's
this
this
right?
person. This man
Damn that, he
This
didn't
nigga
need
should
the
have just
speech. He
watched
needed
Get
the
Out before
Tsukuyomi
he
because
went
the
in
speech
there.
wasn't gonna help him. He needed the Tsukuyomi straight. He needed
like I
he needed
Yes,
Eleha Itachi,
nice.
the Izanagi. He needed the
mm,
Izanagi because he was not gonna change.
Break your reality.
yes.
Yeah, he needed to break it himself. He
Yes.
was not gonna change, bro. He needed that Itachi.
No, I think this one is objectively worse than even the 40K short.
Yeah, I
I
would not
think
want
it's
to see.
worse.
Yeah,
I
The
I
would
would
not
not
40K
want to
watch
see
this.
this as a
was not this
series.
bad
So
at all.
I would
so
not want to
so
see this as a movie.
No,
I
I don't want
can't.
to see it. This must stay where it is. They must nuke it and they must put it down like a sick dog. Yeah,
I'm sick that I saw this. I hate that I saw this. If it,
No, this thing is gonna turn me into Kendrick. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk,
I hate
the way
way
that
that
I hate the way that
I hate the way
you
you talk.
dress. I hate the way you
look.
smell. Yeah.
I hate the way
Okay,
you speak.
look, the
if you had-
visuals
I hate
are
the way you
great,
cling.
but this is the thing that annoys me about this thing, right? Especially with writers, right? Like the visual people usually always come to play. They put in all that work designing all that character work and working these 3D models and getting these characters to look natural in their environments. They do all that modeling. And then when you don't take the time to write a story, I don't care if it's 15 minutes. Give me 15 minutes. I will write you a comprehensive story that can fit in 15 minutes. And I'm not even a professional. I don't even have a certificate. But this is what you produced with all these people. Like they put in so much work for you to make such a nonsense story. Anyway.
So, in conclusion, this was garbage, straight from Masepa,
Yeah.
Anku.
Yeah, I've heard of that
It was
place. Yeah.
nonsonso. It was despicably. It was nonsonsi, nonsensical.
Yes.
This was a waste of time, and it was
Yes.
probably one of the worst things I've watched in my life.
Yo.
Because in terms
Like
of the
this only
story,
gets a
the story
3.
doesn't make sense. The ending doesn't make sense. The reason for his infatuation, like, dog, I've known people who, even in movies, I've known people who have betrayed people who have saved their lives. So this guy wanna tell me now this, and also we're making this guy to be honest Abe. Honest Abe would not let innocent people get killed just because his crush wants to
because
experiment on the world.
he wants to grind a metal dildo on
And
some
also,
Wu-Tang.
he's not even getting laid. So what is the
No,
point
like
of all this?
nothing. And also I'm saying
He's not getting money. He didn't get paid off. If you see, if he had gotten paid off,
be there. He paid to be there. What the
he didn't get paid off. He didn't get silenced. Like, if you talk, we'll kill whoever.
Yeah.
He didn't get the girl. He got nothing. He literally went back to his place worse than he went back to his start worse than how he began.
I know. In the past we said that Bulma.
And then he goes.
He went past his start. He went past his start. You want to know why? He was actually making money doing different jobs, and he was fully able. Now all he can do is sweep the front door of some company that doesn't even gonna let him in. Like he's worse off ever than he's ever been because of this stupid thing. Yeah.
And then he goes, "I love her. I love.
I just
go fuck
wanted
yourself,
to-
bro. Like,
I wanted to say that
yeah, and like that's the best for tech.
we keep joking that Bulma saved the Earth because Vegeta was whipped. But this level of being whipped is
dangerous.
Dog,
Guys, don't do it.
This is
dangerous the
with
world.
the nine tails on the pirate ship.
This endangers the world. It doesn't save.
Dude,
this makes
Vegeta
Frieza
got a
and
wife,
Cell study you, bro.
got 2 kids, got a mansion, got a hyperbolic chamber to train in, got a spaceship to go travel
Becomes a
to
Super
other
Saiyan
countries.
God.
He became a Super Saiyan. Like, Bulma upgraded him.
This chick actively downgraded
this man literally stopped fighting for a bath so that he could continue taking baths with his wife. You see, he's getting something out of this. He's not just stopping just because in jail. He's like, I'm sorry.
Like the thing is, she's despicable, but he's just so like. I think he annoyed me more. Because I'm just like, where is your sense of self-preservation? I don't care how nice of a guy
Where's
you
your
are.
self-worth?
No, self-worth, I didn't put it aside. Self-preservation. Your body will scream at you. Dog, this does not work. And you're not suicidal. He didn't have suicidal tendencies. There's nothing about this brother that said he didn't care about his life or whatever because he's waking up chipper every morning, happy to have a job. So there's some sense of something in there that should have been wanting to protect you.
Lulu, I'm sorry, that man was
good God.
No, there's Dululu and then there's whatever this motherfucker was on. Like, yo. Like, dude, he actually got me swearing. I don't swear this much. I'm usually I'm PG-13.
How does Suzaku make more sense than this guy? Mr. Britannia himself makes more sense than this man.
Bruh,
No.
there's a moment where I think he had passed out and then they resuscitate him or something. Then one of the questions he asked is like, when will I be seeing Felicity? Like, you nearly died. Like, chill.
And also,
bounce.
if your goal is to see Felicity, shouldn't you be like, no, this hurts, no, this? Shouldn't you be actively participating and being honest to say that these products don't work, this one works?
No, and then why did you stay?
Be more
after you
useful
knew
to
that?
her.
I'm saying, why did you stay after you found out that Felicity was insane? Like, you already lost both your arms. I'm vying because guess what, man? If you pay attention to the short, other subjects left. Other test subjects.
He was literally
bounced.
almost the last one.
He was by
the last one.
himself.
He was the last one.
Yeah.
He's the last one walking into that facility, and they're talking about you with the best test subject. Other people vied.
Oh, they
They
died.
took off running.
No, I'm saying there's some people, like if you look at the back, there were some people who were looking like, I'm getting out of here or something. Because guess what? They're not watching them 24/7. They're not, and
Yeah, they're
they
not
can
there.
get,
And that's the
and
other
they can
thing.
also,
You're
and they
not
can
there
also,
against your will.
yeah, you get. There's also other people who can just like they'll just let you leave because it's a company. They're not gonna go, they're not gonna try and keep people that don't want to be there. It'd be a waste of time and resources.
But also, to show how messed up this company is to begin with, he goes to the lady, tells her that, look, I have a recording, and basically I want to whistle blow. And despite all of this lady's like, are you sure you want to do this? What do you mean?
You've seen
Look
what
at me.
happens here, bro.
What do I have?
Forget what happens here. What happened to me?
Like even despite this, like, why on God's earth would you be asking someone who wants to whistle blow about something that could save the company's reputation and the company as a whole, whether they're really willing to do this? What are you talking about? Like, that's where
This
you
whole
get your
thing
bread and
is
butter.
just like, yo, throw it in the garbage.
No, I don't
You
want to
know
see this
where
again.
these companies, they dump their illegal waste. This is where you should throw this.
Yeah, I don't want to see this thing again. Yo,
Speaking
Yeah,
of
who
that,
knows?
I was trying to understand why it seemed like there was plot armor around him before he went there, or rather during the testing, because there's moments where people around him are getting
Dying.
smashed by
Yes.
stuff, and
like he
he's
has
fine.
plot armor in the beginning. Also, I'm just saying, like the thing is, right? You like he lives in a dangerous world already, but he seems well adjusted. It's like, why are you like? That's why that black lady kept telling him, "Why do you want this?"
Girl,
You know, for a
what
second, I
for?
actually thought that he's immune to pain or that he's immortal. But
Oh,
then I realized, no, he's not.
he's
Like
immortally
initially.
stupid.
Yeah.
This is why I feel sorry for the gene pool. It's like genius is not a genetic trait. My goodness. Do you know how many stupid people survive? It's like, why did the gene pool survive so long with this? Like, oh my
No,
god.
I really get annoyed when somebody tries to make like a nice guy short. Like this isn't Quasimodo, right? Like if you want to go to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the reason why
No. Quasimodo is smart.
No. But I'm saying,
His
like, when people
brain.
want, but I'm saying when people want to bring up the nice guy thing, they always bring up Quaz, and I'm like, the reason why that's kind of a valid point is because in the movie, Quaz did the most work to save Esmeralda. Okay,
Yeah.
he fights the army, he breaks her out of the prison, he does all of that stuff, right? That's why when guys go, I did everything, but I'm Quasimodo, I don't get the girl at the end of it, even though there's
But
room and leeway. I'm saying
Quasimodo
there's
didn't get the goal.
but I'm saying there's leeway for debate or whatever. But I'm saying I can see where a brow will be like, he did everything for this woman and she still didn't reciprocate at all. And that's kind of unfair. I get that because he fought an army for her. I understand. This is not a nice guy at all. This is stupid guy. And I'm sorry, if you're like, message to Majita out there, guys, stupidity doesn't get you any awards. I'm sorry. Have some self-preservation.
You won't
Like,
win first prize.
You won't like a woman won't
You'll
a
win
woman
first
won't
prize in
value
heartache
you.
and
A
disappointment.
woman won't value you, or a person. Let's say even a person. Let's not even say a woman.
Actually,
A
it's not
person
even-
won't.
yeah.
A person won't value you if you don't have any value for yourself. If
Why
you're
should
not
they-
invested in yourself, why is another person going to invest in you?
Mm.
Oh,
Can we go to the next one? I'm tired of this one.
yes.
Okay.
Let's
3 out
act
of
like
10.
let's act
3
like
out
people
of 10.
let's act
Yo.
like people in
I'm
government.
giving it a 1 out of 10.
No, the reason I'm giving it a 3 is because the visuals and the artists did their jobs.
Oh,
They
okay. I'll
did
give
an
it a 2.
amazing job.
I'll give it a. Okay. Visually, this
The
is
graphics are fine.
visually it's an 8 out of 10. But because of the nonsense garbage, because of the garbage that is the story, I'll give it a 2.
And we should hopefully the only value this show can get is if it gets thrown into like they said, gets thrown into the garbage disposal like these companies do, and somehow a tortoise poos on it and a blue mushroom appears. That's the only thing you're gonna get.
Okay, there's 2 things.
This thing is so bad it would destroy a blue mushroom.
Instead of rating this, I just want to give you guys a realistic example of what usually happens in Hollywood in this type of movies. If there was a director attached to it, Twitter, they were going to say, release the Snyder Cut. 2, they were going to say, and then Snyder.
Did he have to say that name? And he go look nice on Bankai.
I'm dead.
And then they were going to redo the same Saki story with another cast like 4 years later because they want to milk the IP.
Hey dog, and then Snyder will come in and make it a 2-hour, make it a 4-hour special.
The only thing they should keep from this are the animators. Everyone else needs to. The director needs to be shot.
No. The voice acting is also good.
Okay,
that's why I gave it a 3. Shoot the writers.
Everybody, shoot the writers and the directors need to be killed. Everyone else can stay.
Yes, sir.
You know, there's this lady from TikTok who judges people's buffet food like potluck. And she gives like she keeps commenting like death row or lethal injection,
no last meal,
or 50 years in the hole. The most painful punishment I can think of that people low-key don't notice is the pair of anguish. I looked up what the pair of anguish does, and I'll give the pair of anguish to the makers of this episode.
Do I want to know what it is?
No, whatever it is, they deserve it. Cause
it's basically think
okay. Let me be brave. What is it?
BDSM, but for demons, basically. It's a pear-shaped metallic object.
Oh, okay, that's an object.
I got it. In the nether, yeah.
Oh God!
And then the worst part is it has a knot. It has a knot that it can open, so that the thing opens.
Oh no!
While inside you.
What is the Mortal Kombat?
So, in the words of Tedrick, it ends up tuliping.
Oh no! Yeah. We don't do that
That's
here. Oh my God!
So, that's what they need. The pair of anguish.
That's a move from Mortal Kombat. Like that's something Shao Kahn does to you when he wants to finish you off. What?
Oh, did you just say finish you off? BuckMeister, come on, bro. Bro. Like,
seriously?
You know what I meant. You know what I meant. You deviant. You know what I meant.
So that's how you finish people off, Buck? That's how it is? That's how you roll it?
You are savage,
Luna, yo. Totally Satan. More.
But at least you didn't say you're Scorpion. At least you said someone else.
I don't know.
Get over here.
I don't know Keto. I don't know this man. Yeah. I've never met this man.
Check out that.
Oh man.
No, you broke us.
No.
This is the Two Towers all over again.
No.
You guys think this episode was gonna be quick?
So I think I thought I would have been done in 5 minutes, but I didn't realize how much anger I had towards this episode.
Okay.
No, I knew it was gonna be long because the thing is when I was watching it, I think when I was watching it, my brother walked past my door and he was like, "Dog, what's going on in here?" Because it's like I'm watching a soccer match. I'm like, "What are you doing? Go left, leave."
Anyway. Okay. Yeah, so 1 out of 10 would not recommend. Burn It in Fire, Pair of Anguish. Moving on to episode 10, which for me actually still enrages me a lot as well, because
God.
episode 10 is, we should, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned it in a clip or something, but this episode should be called, should not be called Mega Man. It should be called Mega Blue Balls.
He's a fighting robot.
Like, what the hell?
No, he's not a fighting robot. He's a montage robot that does nothing at the end of the show.
I was like, yes. The setup, development, and
Was there? Because the thing is, right? We don't even get, like, we just hear a news report. We don't even get to see like any parts of the destruction or anything. We don't know what's going on. So if you've never played Mega Man, you don't know who they're talking about. You don't know what they're trying to advertise.
Yeah, this is like an opening of a prequel of an. It seems like it is an opening of a prequel
game.
of an existing series.
Yeah, it's like a cutscene from a game.
No, it's a cutscene from a game. Like, what'll happen is they'll show you this, and then they'll drop Mega Man, and then the scene will open, and now it's a video game. And I'm like, for a short thing that's supposed to be an anthology series, an anthology is supposed to have a story. I'm sorry, even if it's a short one. And you can't say 8 minutes, because guess what? Seafood did it in 8 minutes too.
Okay, so I'll go into detail about this one. It starts with basically the super fighting robot Mega Man. The song's in my head now.
If you smell what my short does not have, does
it start with Rock, or does it start with the professor?
It starts with the professor after realizing one of his robots got destroyed or got taken over, and then the city is a big ass battlefield, and everything's going crazy. And it's like, no, we need to release Namba Mama, and like then we have this support robot who looks very. This is where it gets me going about Japanese inspired robot stories. Why are these androids so human like looking? I'm sorry. This cyborg.
The Rock says this. The Rock says that my scientist is not going to have any defensive measures in his lab, even though his robots have been getting taken over again and again. The Rock says. I was just like,
The Rock says the smart scientist is going to be stupid.
Some professor you are.
This jabroni beating, non-pie eating. No, I was just like, because the thing that annoyed me now about the short also is just in the small things. Like, for example, right, the city's on fire. Why are you testing out the robot now? Why are you having him at a firing range? Put him in a suit and let him go get out there now, because he's already proved that he can do it.
No, he volunteered and he said, no, you are just my assistant. You are supposed to be Judy, do the thing. Judy, do the thing. That's your job. What's your job? You do the thing.
No, and I'm just like, but also this scientist, dog, your robots have been taken over how many times? You don't have a warning system. You don't have
exactly honestly speaking,
you can't
why don't you have a personal bodyguard? Why wouldn't you build like a robot that protects you and the factory or whatever?
Something. And I'm saying, like, also, like Zuko saying now, you can't hack at all? My nigga, at all. Like, it's just over once that guy's in your robot, it's done.
You have some engineering degree, but then
no antivirus. That's like no antivirus exists in that day and age, Nyana.
Oh, you don't have powerful friends that can help you track your device.
Like, no off switch, just an off switch.
You know, temperature down.
No, this bride needed ESCOM in his life. Load shedding.
Yeah. Ooh, stage 7.
All the robots stop fighting in the city.
No!
And also, let's be honest. If you're really, 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 really serious about what you're saying, that you created this robot to help you in the lab, why did you make it a boy? Shouldn't you have like a muscular guy who's going to help you pick up like heavy machinery and...
No, look, a robot is a robot. He can. Well,
is it what? Oh my god! Oh man! Oh my god! Like,
This is the most Nerdgasm episode we've ever had.
What?
I'm just
What?
saying, bro.
God, who did I punish? Who did I kill in my past life?
this is what happens when you guys skip
he's
the
just
Wednesday
Geppetto,
episode.
guys. Oh, he's Geppetto. He wanted a son. He never had a son.
This is the most Nerdgasm episode we have ever had, and
Oh,
like
Philip,
so
actually,
ever.
Zuko, I think you might be right. I think Mega Man is just a weird version of Pinocchio. I didn't think of that until you mentioned it.
That is true.
Wow.
But
You see, I do say some clever things sometimes.
Oh yeah. And then let's look at Astro Boy. What's that story about again?
Yeah, that's also a Pinocchio story.
I mean,
Pinocchio's there like Astro Boy, Mega
My
Man.
whole flow, my whole
word for word,
bar for
string
bar.
for string, dog. Anyway, and then I think another thing that annoys me about this short is that obviously this is the big one. It's over. Like, I was just like, wait, because he's like, hey kid. He hands him the thing. I'm like, all right, I'm about to see Mega Man do some Mega Man stuff. Okay, here we go. And
like,
credits.
The moment no
bro,
climax.
I thought I accidentally pressed something and I
Yeah,
I did a little time skip or something. I literally went back and I missed something. Nope, I didn't miss anything.
You got blue balled for years. No action sequence, no seeing him in action, no seeing those kind of.
They hyping up these other bots. I mean, he gets to fight Bomb Man, which was just boring because it's just standing there throwing bombs or whatever. And like Zuko said, I don't understand how this dude, whole engineer, can't hack his robots back. And it's just like, dog, it seems like you're making these things without understanding them. Because even when the short opens, he's just like, but this thing should have, anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, no, apparently it does, bro.
I mean, even your own son said, you know what, this is what you made me to do.
And then it's over. And I'm like, that's it?
Like I said, the blue balls. Not
This is like
Mega Man. Mega Blue Balls.
This is like Goku landing on Namek, and then the Frieza saga is over.
This is exactly how Game of Thrones season 6 was. It season 6 that should have ended.
Was Evil Cult writing this? Was the Evil Cult writers on this episode?
Yes, this is the Evil.
This is the Evil Cult was flying off the with the plot.
Evil Cult would have given us an action scene. Evil Cult would have given us an action scene. Mega Man would have been on some hiya. He would have been on some Iron Man or everything.
Yeah, no, the professor would be OP, super powerful. Even when he got possessed by Bomb Man, he'd have been snapping it like he would snapping the robot like reset. You think you can take over my machines? Takes them back and throws them to the other side of the building.
Exactly.
This bomb does not give you the right to bully.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna take things myself. Fly straight into the
city. They start blasting him. Tai Chi grows out of nothing.
Gents, I have to hit the shed.
Yeah, okay.
We done practically.
We basically done because
this is this is not even a Happy Meal, dog. Because a Happy Meal is, there's burgers and fries. Nigga, they gave you one chip.
And there's the most important thing, happiness.
They gave you one
no
chip
happiness here.
We can't go. Okay, I'll summarize it for the viewers, guys. It starts with this robot gets possessed by an evil mad scientist using a bug-shaped robot. Take that, Zergling lovers, and then.
Dr. Zero was definitely in this one.
Yeah, and then the helper bot that was supposed to help was like told, no, you're supposed to be an assistant, nothing else. But he ends up saving the day, and then the crate that got created is like realizing maybe you could be used to help for more, because he realized that this boy has the one thing that this other robot doesn't have: immunity to the bug virus. Because that's
he's not doing what he was created for. He's doing what he should be doing. Whatever he said.
Because you're not studying why he can do that. Okay. Anyway.
No, copy, no downloading the specs, but no.
Yeah, because this is artificial intelligence at this point.
The city's on fire. I don't have time for this. I'll just read your specs while you're doing your thing in the battlefield.
No, but that didn't happen. But that didn't happen because while the city was on fire, he decided to have a...
A testing, a training montage. Imagine the city's burning and someone's busy having a training montage. You're supposed to have that before the city's on fire.
No, it's like Rocky is running in the street and then there's just people dying behind him. He's like, help us, nigga.
Help us! No, I'm not ready yet.
I'm fighting Mr. T. I can't do this.
I'm testing my
Mr. T tomorrow.
I'm testing my Kamehamehas. Can you just test it on that bad guy?
Yes.
No, not yet. Then it ends with him being teleported. Does it get teleported or just thrown into the city? I don't know.
I think it's an elevator or something.
Yeah, into the city. Like at the last moment, hey, my quasi son, which I built from scratch. Nothing. Any father does not have any fantasy about ever. Take this helmet.
Hey kid. And then it's over. And
the end.
And I'm saying, like, this is the thing, right? If this short should have just opened with Mega Man in the middle of the battle of the robots, and he's like listening to his and they just fight for 8 minutes and call it a day, because that would have been way more satisfying.
Facts.
Like this is
I wouldn't have minded this short if the ending was some actual fighting.
Yeah.
I would have been like, it's okay, but at least there would have been a payoff. This one goes without a payoff, so
like I said, setup, development, and
here's the thing, is are these getting worse? Like
yes,
we're on episode 10 now. What are the last 5 like?
Oh no, and there is one.
Even the Keanu Reeves one for me was like
there is one that I actually did enjoy. I won't lie. I've seen the rest of them. There is one I did enjoy.
But you're saying there's one.
There's one.
That being said, I think we've climaxed already, ne? If you're gonna
a new one, yeah.
So basically, Katara just blood bidding us to stand up right now.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Well, I opened this door. It's my fault.
So we are just being forced right now.
Yeah. Baby,
is that how they got Kia and Boomy?
Is that they got what?
Kia and Boomy.
Isn't Boomy the oldest?
Apparently Ang is a bad father.
Oh.
Tenzin is the youngest, so it
I'm saying no, Ang was locked in when it was time to make Tenzin. The other times he was lazy.
Yes.
So I'll give this a 4.
It's better than the last one. It's better than the last one.
But I just think even if there was a fight scene, it wouldn't have elevated it higher. But it would have at least given it a 5 or a. Kim, are you okay, buddy?
Oh no, I'm okay, guys. I'm just really, really, really exhausted. I'll explain offline.
All right. We're gonna finish up now. Anyway, this one is. I'll give this also a 4. If there was a fight scene at the end, I would have given it a 5.
Yeah, true. 5. For the love of God, if you're to make this thing continue, please finish what you've started. You know, you can't lead us up without a climax. This is not an intro to a porn video.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Guys, we need Jesus.
Kai, I don't think he'll come here. I don't think.
That Jesus must just come back. Anyway, with that being said, I think should we wrap things up?
Yeah. Cam, rating.
Zuko give it a 4, right? I'll also give it a 4.
Yeah.
Graphics are insane though. But
graphics are insane.
Guys, writing is important. Writing is crucial. Writing is fundamental. Do not sleep on the writing just because you have beautiful visuals. It will not carry.
Exactly.
Oh, I could scream my lungs out at that.
Quality over quantity.
Remember, a movie with mid writing, with great everything, will be a good movie. Will be a decent watch. Yeah. But a movie with great everything and poor writing will be a horrible watch.
100%. Even if you get Denzel, the one.
Yeah, it will.
Hence Gladiator.
Yo, I still need to go watch that.
You heard me. Gladiator 2, Gladiator what? Where, what? Who? Gladiator cash grab. Anyway, I've said what I must say. We've said what I must say. Yeah. This one doesn't get the path anguish. It gets 50 years in the hole.
I feel like 50 years is too little, buddy.
That being said,
we don't have to be on this planet anymore for that to happen.
All right. I think we should wrap things up because we've got so many things to do right now. Thank you for lasting up to this point in our most obscenely deranged episode ever. Sorry for everyone who's listened to this with kids. I'm gonna have to put another disclaimer, shut it down. We do hope that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow all these guys on their various social medias. They're actually quite entertaining.
Thank God we're not taking this to Afro Geek Fest.
No. The Nerdgasm will not be seen anywhere near public life. that one is for live, for set recording only. The geek spot can be.
You must take the opposite of Red Bull, whatever the opposite of Red Bull. We must take that before we go there.
Adderall. I don't know. Valium. Yeah, we must take Valium. We need to take some Valium. Anyway.
Yes.
How do I usually close? I want to become more famous than herpes. Oh no, not famous than herpes. Why is it famous?
Yeah, famous is fine. Yeah, no. Use that word.
Famous is fine.
Use that word.
Wow.
It's fine.
I want to be more viral than herpes. It always spreads
you gotta rate this one with a rated triple R.
Let it burn.
We love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.
Azisha.